My brother sent the money and decided that was a fair price for not having to hold our dying mother's hand. For the last 6 months, my world had shrunk to the size of our mother's bedroom. It smelled of antiseptic, chicken broth, and the scent of fading life. I quit my job, forgot what my friends looked like, and learned to distinguish between the dozens of shades of her labored breathing. I changed her sheets, mixed her medications, and read old novels aloud to her while her gaze wandered across the ceiling. Michael lived 3 hours away, in a big house with his perfect family. He called once a week, asked, "So how are things?" and without waiting for an answer, would say he'd transferred money for a nurse. The money was his way of buying himself an indulgence. He paid for the privilege of not seeing, not feeling, not participating. The breaking point came on a Tuesday. She'd had a severe bout of pain during the night, and it left her terribly weak. In the morning, as I was wiping her face with a damp cloth, she managed to focus her eyes on me and whispered, "Where's Michael? I want to see Michael." It wasn't just a question. It was the last request of a person who knew her time was almost gone. In that instant, my exhaustion and resignation gave way to a cold fury. I stepped into the hallway and dialed his number. "Mom wants to see you," I said without any preamble. "You need to come, now." There was a pause on the other end of the line, followed by that familiar, irritated sigh. "Sarah, I can't just drop everything. I have a meeting with investors. I sent the money, hire the best nurse. She doesn't need a nurse, she needs her son." I screamed into the phone, the words I had held back for so long finally spilling out. "Do you think your money can hold her hand for her? Or tell her that you love her? I'm here alone, Michael. I'm the only one watching her fade away while you're off playing your important business games." He was silent, and so I asked the one question that mattered. "Why, Michael? Just tell me the truth. Why won't you come?" His voice, when he finally answered, was quiet and broken, stripped of all its self-assured efficiency. "I can't, Sarah," he admitted. "I can't see her like this. So weak, so helpless. I want to remember her the way she was. Strong, laughing. I just can't handle it." And in that moment, I understood everything. It wasn't cruelty. It was cowardice. He hadn't abandoned our mother. He had run away from her pain, from the reality of death, just to preserve a convenient, unedited memory in his mind. He had sacrificed her final days for the sake of his own emotional comfort. My anger faded, leaving only an icy emptiness and pity in its place. I went back into the room and sat by her bed, taking her hand as thin as parchment in mine. He had chosen memories, and I had chosen reality. He left himself her past, while I was left with her present. And only in that moment did I realize that my unbearable burden was also my greatest privilege. I was here, until the very end.